Hey everyone, it's Chrissy Woods and thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I want to show you how I created this really soft look utilizing very minimal products. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look, please stay tuned. So to get started, I always start with the brows, and right now I'm just taking a wand comb and I'm just brushing through the brows. And to sculpt and shape the brows, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow, and I'm using the color Ebony. And I'm sorry I'm out of frame so you really can't see what I'm doing, but I pretty much just cleaned up her brows. I don't really like to sculpt them. I like them to look as natural as possible. And just to clean up underneath the brow, I'm just going to go in with a concealer. You can use any concealer that you choose. I'm using a Studio Fix concealer by MAC, and I'm going in with a shade that's about 1 to 2 shades lighter than her skin tone. It's up to you which one you want to use. And I'm just using a blender sponge, a damp sponge, just to blend it all out. And again, this is just to clean up the brows, to give it just more of a neater and a more natural appearance. Next, I just want to prime the eyelids, so I'm taking a flat brush and I'm using a jumbo pencil by NYX Cosmetics in the color Milk, and it's just a white base, and I'm applying that all over the eyelids just to kind of prime the eyelids before we start adding shadows. And now I'm just going to go in with a color by NYX Cosmetics, and this is actually a color from their Baked Shadow line, and the color is called Vesper. And I'm just taking a different flat brush and I'm placing that color right in the inner corner of the eye, not going past the start of the pupil. So I'm primarily focusing on the inner corner of both of her eyes. Now I'm just picking up my Vice 2 palette by Urban Decay, and right on the center of the lid, I'm going to place the color Betrayal, and I'm just focusing that color right on the center of the lid. And you want to layer it from where we put the Vesper and start just layering on the Betrayal. And now as you can see with this flat brush, I'm just packing that color on. I'm not rubbing it. It's more so of a packing motion, and because of that, I'm getting more of a color payoff. And sooner or later, eventually I'll change the lighting so you guys can see it a little bit better. But you want to overlay, you want to lap the shadows over, because again, you want them to look like an ombre effect, as if they're blending right into one another. Now I'm taking a pencil brush, I think it's the E30 by Sigma, I'll have it listed below. And I'm taking the color Poison, and it's still from that Urban Decay Vice 2 palette. And I'm placing that color right on the outer V area. And right now I'm just using the pencil brush just to place the color, and later you'll see me take a blending brush to actually blend those colors out. Now I'm just going to go back in with some more of that baked shadow and just touch up the inner corners where I may have lost some of my shadow due to fallout. So I'm just going to touch back up and apply some more of that same color Vesper. Now this color I'm applying is called Publicize, and this is by Sigma Cosmetics, and it's just a matte, light, off-white, creamy color, and I'm just placing that on the brow bone just to give that brow bone a highlight. Now I'm just applying her foundation, and I'm using a Real Techniques brush, and this is the Expert Face brush. And I'm taking the BH Cosmetics liquid foundation. She's in the shade Sand, And I'm using my Expert Face Brush and I'm just buffing that foundation into her skin. Now I'm just going to set that foundation that we just applied, and right now I'm just using a mineralized skin finish by MAC Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Dark, and I'm just placing that on the areas where we placed the foundation. And this is basically just going to set our foundation. Now I'm just going to conceal under her eyes, and I'm using a concealer from MAC Cosmetics, and this is the shade NC40. Now I'm just going to take a damp beauty blender-like sponge, and I'm just going to blend out the concealer that we placed underneath her eye. And now I'm just going in with my Nye Banana Powder, and I'm setting the areas where we placed the concealer. And this pretty much is going to give us that highlighted look, and it's also going to prevent the concealer from moving and shifting throughout the day. Now I'm just adding in bronzer, and I'm using the CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer in Ebony Bronze. And I'm just going to put that bronzer right in the hollows of her cheek, and I'm also going to go around the hairline and down the sides of the nose.